Hey, boys and girls. Okay, today we are going to talk about factors, which we've been talking about, and factor pairs. Okay, so a factor is a number in a multiplication expression, or a multiplication equation. So if I had the number or the expression 8 times 1, right? The factors would be 8 and also 1. Those are the numbers that we are using to multiply to get our product or our answer. Factor pairs are a pair of numbers. So I think about it like a pair of shoes, right? And I talked about this. You have two shoes or two sneakers for one pair. So if I had, and we're going to be playing a game tomorrow, and if you have those blue cards, if you did decide to cut those out, you could play at home. So if I have this card, 2 times 6 or 6 times 2. Well, I know 2 times 6 or 6 times 2 is 12. So if I flip it over, I have 12. I did get the right product. So that will go into a pile of numbers that I do know. Okay. Let's just say I did not know 1 times 8 or 8 times 1. Can you see that? Or 8 times 1. If I didn't know that and I said it was 9, I got it wrong. So I'd have to put it in the pile where I'd still have to practice. So we're going to play a game like that tomorrow, but it's going to be on the computer. So you could play it on the computer, or if you're home and you want to play and you want to cut out these blue cards, you could do that. So, but anyway, so back to factor pairs. These are factor pairs. So 2 times 6 is a pair of numbers. They're factors, and it's a pair. So 2 times 6 is a factor pair, and in this case, 6 times 2 is also a factor pair. 1 times 8 is a factor pair, and 8 times 1, we're talking with the commutative property here, right? We're just switching our factors and still getting the same product. So factor pairs are just numbers that when you multiply together, you get a product. So if I wanted to talk about, I don't know, the number 36, factor pairs for 36 would be like 1 times 36. Also, 2 times 18. 4 times 9. And 6 times 6. So these are all factor pairs that go with the number 36. Another one might be like the number 12. Okay, so factor pairs that go with the number 12, well, I know that 1 times 12 equals 12, 2 times 6 equals 12, and 3 times 4 equals 12. So factor pairs, well, let's break it down one more time. So factors are our numbers that when you multiply and you get a product, those are the numbers. And factor pairs are numbers that go together, almost like a pair of shoes, okay? So factor pairs are a pair of numbers, two numbers together that would equal out a number. So let's just finish off with like the number 10. Factor pairs for 10 are the factors that go together to equal 10. So I always like to start off with the number 1. 1 times 10, 2 times 5. Does 3 work? No, because if I did 3, 6, 9, up already to 12. 4 does not work. 4, 8, 12. 5 we already have. So now we know that we have all of the factor pairs for 10. All right. See you tomorrow. Have a good night.